Hey, what's up everybody? How's it going? Welcome, my name is Oshikorosu and I'm here to play Pokemon Solo Randomize Nuzlocke for you, with your boy me. I don't know if I did that right, but it's gonna go. First I want to start off with a team recap, and then I want to go into question of the day. Stick to it because the question of the day today is actually really good, and I'm gonna actually do a little bit of explaining while we kind of go through this team recap. So, guys, we made it to Indigo Plateau. Guys, we made it to Indigo Plateau. You see what I'm doing here? I got my hands in the air, and the video's playing over here or over here. Anyways, the video's playing. Oh yeah, I was like, yo, let's go sit on the chair for our recap. I goofed up and I lost my recording for the game, or for the webcam and the reactions, so we're gonna have to cast over this. You guys are gonna notice a couple different things in the team, but let's do our recap. Okay, so Jirachi is, I leveled her up to 56. Jirachi is our Steel Psychic Pokemon, and he is rocking that Twisted Spoon to make his Psychic attacks just that much more powerful. Jirachi is, I guess, I leveled everybody to 56, and I'm trying to think about what I was saying here. So all of his stats are like really even. We got like 130 attack, 133 defense. Ooh, damn. What am I doing? Oh, you know what you know what I was gonna do? I wanted to look in my HM bag first, to see if I could teach some HMs to some Pokemon, because it is our last engagement, and I have these TMs and HMs, so I wanted to teach these guys some things. So I guess I'll cut to the point where we come back and do our recap, and then we'll talk about the abilities I taught everybody. Okay, so let's try this again. We have our Jirachi, Steel Psychic Pokemon, and he's rocking that Twisted Spoon. He's rocking a solid 130 attack, 133 defense, 131 special attack, 125 defense, special defense, and 143 speed with a whopping 222 or 20 hit points. He is by far our tankiest Pokemon just because he has the hit points to do so. I don't even know if he's got the highest defense anymore. He is rocking, we taught him Psybeam to take over Confuse, and also replace that Doom Desire, whatever the hell that steel attack was, with Double Edge. Because Double Edge is superior to it, it hits more often. The other one was kind of weird, it would affect and it didn't affect. And of course he's got the Psychic at the very end there to like, it's his power move, it's his wipe move. You know, you stand up against Psychic, he's gonna beat you down. And then of course he's got Rest rolling in because we are gonna use him and I do believe we actually make use of Rest through our Elite Four. Okay, so next up we have, what am I doing now? Oh yeah, I give him PP up for his rest, but I didn't need to. We didn't use it that many times, but I thought maybe if we were gonna get into like a long-term encounter, that would be useful. I looked to see if we had any other items in our inventory. Again, I'm sorry I goofed up the recording. It feels weird for me to cast it like this because I'm not used to it. But unfortunately I deleted the file by accident and I could not recover it. I looked and I looked and I looked. Next up we have Salamence, our dragon flying Pokemon. He's rocking that Dragon Fan to boost up his one dragon attack. He's rocking a 176 attack and 143 special attack. And he's rocking Sandveil to keep his evasion up in a sandstorm. I don't know if it's really useful at this point, but it is useful enough to have him. So in case, you know, something does happen, we can pull him out and say, yo, we got an evasion boost. 200 hit points. So he definitely doesn't have as many defense as Jirachi, but Mike has been with us the whole way, and I'm super glad we caught this Pokemon. He's just been a staple. Dragon Breath, Headbutt, Wing Attack, and Strength. So Dragon Breath is going to be... I don't think Mike really had a lot of, like, really ringer moves, you know? It was kind of unfortunate. Strength is basically the one we use the most, and Dragon Breath is also really good with that stab in the Dragon Fang. Next up we have the Beard, Firefight Pokemon. He's our Blaziken. He's rocking that Charcoal to increase his fire damage. And we're going to see that he has a pretty high attack stat here coming forward. Now, jeez, I have a hair in my mouth or something. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, 155 attack and 125 special attack. Now, it's unfortunate we couldn't get a really strong fight move on this Pokemon. And of course, his ability Overgrow is just complete trash. It's just so bad. Yeah, it was unfortunate, but Double Kick is really good, and we did learn him on Fire Blast. I took that out for Blaze Kick, right? Because he's got the Charcoal, it's going to be good. Hopefully we don't have to rely on Fly too much and Slash. But this Pokemon here is really good for us, and he's just gonna... I don't know. I'm glad we got the Blaziken on our team. I'm glad we gave him the opportunity to grow and come with us, because I really enjoy this Pokemon, you know? He's strong, he's good. It's just a real shame we couldn't get a better fight move, because I feel like that's one of the kind of Pokemon I love, is like those fight moves, high attack stat, hit with fight. The Black Belt, we had the item for it. It would have been good, but we couldn't teach him the high jump kicks, so... At this point, I was saying, hopefully we don't have to rely on Fly too much, because it's kind of a bad move, leaves us open a lot. Scizor, level 56 Scizor, Bug Steel Pokemon. He is rocking that metal coat. Look at this, 145 defense, 182 attack. He's got the highest attack on the team, and almost the second smallest HP pool. Else he does have the highest defense, though. Obviously, he's still got Damp. I mean, it's just... that ability alone, Damp has saved us in so many different occasions. He knows Steel Wing, Iron Tail, Mega Horn is going to be our sweep attack, and I hope that we're... Oh, I actually trade him out for the Metal Coat to give him the Silver Powder, because I promised you guys that I was going to make an attempt to sweep a trainer in this with clamps. We talked about it last episode a little bit, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more this episode, but if I do sweep a Pokemon, it's going to be with the Mega Horn attack. Because we're going to pop a couple Swords Dance, we're going to Mega Horn, and we're going to crush his face. Or her face, or their face. We got 5 battles to go through. You guys are going to see me swap out the Silver Powder right now. We have 5 battles to go through. At first, I didn't know, because at first I thought it was only 4. I thought we were going to be doing the Elite Four and then kind of calling it there. But I was told by a friend of mine, no, there's a 5th battle. It's the Champion battle. Obviously, I didn't know who Champion was at the time. I know now because I've already beaten it. And yeah. So anyways, we have Cody, our Dragonite. He did evolve! Level 56, and his stats came through the roof, man. His stats just like went from nothing to everything. 169 attack, 139 defense, 128 special attack, 132 special defense, 198 hit points, and he did learn Compound Eyes, which raises his accuracy, so that's pretty sweet. I like it that. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any decent moves. I mean, Tri-Attack is kind of cool. Surf is like his strongest ability, and I actually switch out his Dragon Fang for the Sea Incense. He's got Wing Attack and Cut, and I mean, Cut is just useless in battle, especially when you have something like Tri-Attack, because, you know, it's normal versus normal, and Tri-Attack is just the same attack, just stronger with better consequences. And Wing Attack is okay. Wing Attack is okay. Now, you guys noticed last episode we lost Mishara. So we did replace Mishara with the Bulbasaur, and the Bulbasaur did make it in as well. We're going to see that here in just a second. Dog Zombie has the smallest HP pool on the team at weighing in at 167. But like I said, I picked Bulbasaur because it was kind of like... I started Pokemon Red with a Bulbasaur, and I wanted to see him, and I took him into my final fight when I played Pokemon Red when I was a kid. It was just like a good thing for me. I did take Venusaur to 2 Island to talk to that lady to see if she would give him a cool item. She didn't. Again, I said, like, nothing like really high stats. His special attack is kind of low. His attack is kind of low. He's got good defense, though. That's about it. Flame Body burns the full 1 contact. I guess that's okay. But mostly he has Sleep Powder, Razor Leaf, and Sludge. Now, we kept him because he's got Sleep Powder because that's a really powerful attack going into a battle like this, or to a series of battles like this. Razor Leaf is only 55 damage, and Sludge is 65. He gets the stab on both Razor Leaf and Sludge, unfortunately. And then I realized, oh, we have Synthesis, but I'm not really going to use Synthesis because, I mean, we have so many Hyper Potions. I think I have like 68 Hyper Potions, and it's just, we don't need it. I would just use a Hyper Potion instead. It would full heal him, right? I do look through the TM bag and didn't find anything, so I'm probably just going to skip ahead. But these are our Pokemon. And that's where we came from. Again, the lady on 2 Island didn't teach him anything. Kind of sucked. Let's get into it. Let's see how we go. Okay, so here I am saving one more time just to be safe, just to make sure I saved all the changes we did on our Pokemon. I didn't even know which way to go, but that's the shopkeep over here to the right, or to the left. I bought a couple more like full heals or whatever, the full restores. And she just warns us going in that we won't be able to go back. And here we are! I think I ran to the corner, I was joking, I was like, I'm scared, I don't want to do it! But we did come from the backside, so we could see her backside as we... Now, I wanted to see your backside as we fought her, so, you know. She talks about the freezing Pokemon will be at her mercy. Ha ha ha! Are you ready? And I believe her name is Lorelei, but I mean the game gives her a different name. Elite Four Pansy would like to battle. Okay, so let's see what she brings out. I don't actually really remember a lot of this, so we're gonna go. Okay, Sableye. So initially my thought was like, okay, well, Psychic is weak to Ghost, right? Because we know that Psychic is weak to the three main phobias, which is Dark, Bug, and Dark, Bug, and what? Dark, Bug, and Psychic weak to Dark, Bug. What the hell's the other one? I can't think of it at all right now. Dark, Bug, and Ghosts. The three things, right? So I didn't want to get hit with anything like that with our Jirachi. You got me. Look, I'm not too afraid of it, and I just go in with Wing Attack because we need an elemental attack to hit a Ghost type Pokemon. He does get confused, but we just roll with it. I think I'm like, you know what? Oh, you know what? I don't think I took that gamble actually, because I think I was just like, you know what? Let's not gamble it because I don't want to see Mike just start beating himself up. And we have the flutes. We have the flutes in our inventory. I also wanted to see something because, oh yeah, I was wondering about the Sacred Ash. I wondered if you use the Sacred Ash, if it only affects knocked out Pokemon. But I did want to see. So the red flute we had 2, and the yellow flute we only had 1. Oh, that's interesting. The yellow flute doesn't break when we use it. Because I end up looking at this item later, and I'm like, oh, I thought I only had 1. Really cool ability, though, is Shadow Ball. I don't think I've seen that yet, and I wish... I mean, Sableye is a really cool Pokemon. Let's face it. I really want a Sableye on my team. I just like the way he looks. He kind of looks like a little bit of mischievous kind of Pokemon. But anyways, let's go. So Elite Four is going to use Latios. So I got a little confused here, and I thought, okay, Latios is a dragon. I know that. But then I thought, maybe Dragon/Ice. And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm looking through my team, and what call did I actually make? Because I was thinking, okay, well, Fire from the beard will burn up the ice. But then I was like, well, you know what? Dragon is going to repel it anyways. Dragon is half all main elements. And then even if it was ice, it'd be weak. I don't think he is /Ice. I didn't investigate. But now that I'm looking at it and I do this battle, I'm pretty sure I believe that he's... I don't know if Dragon naturally reduces or is resilient to Psychic, but we're seeing our Psychic attacks just not do much here, so... See the cool Dragon Dance? I've never seen that before either. But he got a couple stat ups, so that was fine, I guess. I'm not sure how I decided to proceed with this fight, so it looks like we're just going to Psychic him, and... Oh, never mind. Yeah, okay. And I made the same mistake, too. I was like, okay, we're going to hit him with Psychic. And then I got hit with Psychic, and I was like, wait, what the heck's going on? Anyways, get him with the Confuse. And I go in for the Double Edge now, because we're looking to now hit him with something that's going to do some damage. Get that old self-destruction on Latios, thankfully. And then we get, damn, baby! Damn, baby! Oh, we get him with a little bit of a... Oh, never mind. I thought that was like a flinch or something. He's a Citrus Berry. So, of course, we're probably going to see a full restore come here. Oh, we didn't. Nice. Nice. So he tries a Psychic. So is Latios like a Psychic/Dragon Pokemon? Interesting to me. But anyways, we take him out. That's good. Let's see what's coming up next here. Oh, it's a Machop. So I'm like, you know what? We'll just keep Jeff in. We may as well just keep Jeff in. Psychic is strong to fighting. And we'll just rock him with, I think we just use a Side Beam and just knock him out, you know? And that's what I'm liking. I feel like I played pretty good this fight. You know, I think we did pretty well. I made good judgment calls. We pulled out the right Pokemon. In most cases, the Latios fight was kind of... Oh, she pulls out a Makuhita, which is still a fighting Pokemon, so I said, fuck it, let's just roll it. Let's just roll with it, and we'll hit him with Side Beam. Again, I'm pretty sure it's one-hit KO, 5 levels below. Let's go. Give us a challenge, Lorelei. This is why I only brought in level 56. Now, can you imagine if I come in at level 60? It would have been just a complete breeze. Okay, Gardevoir is another interesting Pokemon for me, because I'm not sure if Gardevoir is strictly Psychic, or if Gardevoir is Psychic/Plant. And I always make this mistake because I haven't had a Gardevoir in our team for me to look at, but I don't know how did we just go with Cody? I think we went with Cody because we were just like, you know what, Cody hasn't had any action. Let's get him in there, and we fought so hard to get Cody up to level 55. It's little tentacles coming off his head. And unfortunately, we didn't really have a whole lot of stuff to hit this Gardevoir, so it's kind of a long battle. Oh, we get Hypnosis? Okay, so this is where I actually looked at my inventory and I was like, oh, that yellow flute is still there. Kind of interesting to me. Wake him up immediately. See, there's that yellow flute. Yeah, it's still there. So I thought the flutes broke after you use them, but I guess that's not the case. We have the Poke Flute anyways, it's not a big deal, but... Or not for sleeping anyways. Oh, maybe I actually did the Gardevoir battle pretty well. I know the NPCs start getting in with full restores once their Pokemon hit that red mark. Then they just kind of go in. What the hell is in prison? Anyways, yeah. So I kind of. Why did I even bother with Tri Attack? Wing Attack did more damage. You're not using your brain. Either way, Gardevoir, game over. I was also shocked to see that none of the Elite Four had more than 5 Pokemon. I thought for sure they were all gonna have full 6 Pokemon plus the champion battle after. See you later, lady! You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. You only got a taste of the Pokemon League's power. I mean, it's unfortunate because she's got to admit that she's, like, the weakest of the 4. I am Bruno of the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people in Pokemon can become stronger. Can become stronger without limit. I've lived and trained with my fighting Pokemon, and that will never change. Oshi, we will grind you down with our superior power. Hoo-ha! Donkey Kong! And I actually was wondering about this, so, when I was younger, I used to watch this show, Donkey Kong Country, on television. It was a 3D animation. And, does anybody ever, like, really remember? Oh, I didn't do the question of the day! I didn't do question of the day. Anyways, I got scared with this Cloyster because, I wasn't sure, and I'm gonna explain this here in a minute, so... really quick question of the day. This is the last episode, guys. This is the last episode of this series. What was your most memorable... moment? What is your favorite or most memorable moment of this series? Because I know a lot of you guys have come through the whole way. Right from episode 1 all the way to episode 26. And that's amazing. I thank you guys so much. I was looking at some of the stats, and the first episode is like over 1,300 or 1,400 watches. The second episode broke 1,000 watches. The third episode broke 1,000 watches. So I mean, it's really awesome to see like the older content still getting some love, and like people are continually going through the series. That's awesome to me. I love that. Thank you guys so much for that support. For me, it was my time with Relicanth. I really just miss Relicanth. He was a good Pokemon, and I remember catching him, and I remember thinking like, oh, it's a cool looking Pokemon, but he's a fish, and I really kind of have a low opinion of fish Pokemon, but really learned a lot with Relicanth. I know he had that power ability too that made him super strong, so. Okay, so going back to this Cloyster fight. Cloyster uses Aurora Beam, and I was curious about fighting with Jeff at first because I thought Cloyster has like a psychic trait to him. I know he doesn't, but let me kind of... Oh, I see a Pineco coming out, so I do switch to Clamps. So let me kind of cover that. So like, the way, in my mind, I know Cloyster has Aurora Beam, which is a nice attack. I know that. But then I see attacks like Psybeam, and they look visually similar, right? Like, Aurora Beam and Psybeam look very similar. So anyways, because I think of that, I always think I see Aurora Beam and I'm like, oh, you know what? That's a psychic attack because it's just similar to Psybeam. And then I make the mistake and I'm like, oh, you know what? These Pokemon have obviously similar traits or something. I know it's not right, but I will one day remember the difference. Clamps makes really short work of the Pineco, and is a Quillfish. Now, I gotta stick with Clamps this fight, because I was like, I don't really recognize Quillfish as a Pokemon. I'm not really afraid of water as a bug or steel type. He misses with his Hydro Pump, so I'm like, okay, whatever, let's go. We're gonna go up. Now, this battle actually was surprisingly... I took a lot of damage, and like I said, you see Clamps has got really high attack and a pretty high defense, but he's got that really low hit point pool, so we see damage that does... I was like, okay, I think we're good. We can do one more attack. We can get one more attack in or something. Oh no, I played it pretty safe this time. That's good. Yeah, look, we have 65 Hyper Potions. It's ridiculous. Like, we have so many. I think we only used like 15 by the time it was all done. Plus 14 restores And we're also looking at how many... Oh, I think I missed the full heal. How many full heal? 45 full heals. So it's pretty good. Anyways, we're gonna rock with hyper potions. Like I said, just played it safe. I was like, you know what? Let's just keep everybody healed up. We have so many potions, we shouldn't have to worry about it. Take another hydro pump to the face, and like damn, 48 damage is pretty strong. I'm like, okay, we can take it. We can take it. Yeah, that's that's a big hit off of that quillfish, especially for this. Now I don't know. I guess steel is not very effective against water, maybe. But I decide for some reason to keep in clamps because I'm like, you know what? Because at the start of the thing we seen Cloyster use spikes on the ground. I don't know how that shit operated. I'm still really nervous about it now. I guess it only affects incoming Pokemon, not exiting Pokemon. But I didn't want to risk taking damage with spikes coming up. You know, I just didn't want to do that. So we go back in and we take clamps for some more Iron Tail. What is it? No, I guess we Steel Wing for Corphish. We come out much cleaner on this fight here, but yeah. So we're looking at Steel is obviously not very effective against water. I'm guessing that's got to be it because I don't think Corphish has any other traits. Anyways, take out Corphish. We're all good. We still have a Swords Dance available on this guy. And I think he already ate the spikes going into battle. Ooh, we have a Jirachi Pokemon on the field. So, initially I want to bring out the Beard, right? I'm like, yo, Jirachi's only weakness is fire. The Beard would one-hit him if he hits him. But I get really nervous because I know Jirachi is Psychic, and Psychic versus Fighting is pretty strong. Especially when Jirachi has moves like Psychic at their disposal. I don't want to eat that damage. You guys don't want to see us lose Blaziken. So I just bring out Cody. I'm like, you know what? We'll just go for it. And this ends up being a really long battle. Like a really long battle. I don't think my Jirachi ever knew Cosmic Power. And maybe I left it. You know, maybe I just ditched it. But it's really unfortunate because this Jirachi is pretty tough. Stats-wise, a lot of defense, a lot of... And this freeze was, like, super effective. I think it lasts, like, 6 turns, which is ridiculous. Now, of course, what happens is because we're not dealing a lot of damage to Jirachi, you're going to see us serve, 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 serve. It's really the only move that Cody's got. I should have swapped out and pulled out the Beard, but I just didn't want to risk... I didn't want to risk him waking up from the freezing. And of course, we also know Jirachi has Marvel Scales, so his defense is even higher, but he's frozen. It's not helping us. But, yeah, I didn't want him to come out of the freeze and bust us up with, like, a random Psybeam or something and just demolish Blaziken, because it's a good Pokemon. It doesn't deserve that. So I'm getting so close, I'm like, and you know what? I know exactly what's going to freaking happen here. Use the full restore. Oh, what a pain in the butt, right? Full restore is up, Jirachi's awake. At least our Surf is now doing damage. I'm getting nervous because we're spending a lot of PP here on Surf, and it's basically our only water attack. Yeah, that Doom Desire. It's just, I don't know, it's a weird attack. I still don't really understand how it works. You can see the pause in the gameplay where I stop and probably make a comment on it. Anyways, we keep trying. I don't know why I tried this again because it's super ineffective. It doesn't do much. And I didn't know if the same trainer would use, or if the trainer is allowed to use the same full restore on the same Pokemon more than once, because I mean you could get into endless battles like that, right? Because the NPCs probably don't have an item limit, and you do, especially when it comes to PP or something like that. And a Jirachi fight, if it goes down to like struggle, it would be endless. You wouldn't be able to, even if they did 0 damage to you. You know, every time they go into red, the trainer would just pop full restores, and it would just be endless. So, thankfully, we beat Bruno. Elite Four Joe got mushed. Why? How could I? My job is done. Go face your next challenge. I was really... I don't know why I stopped. I was like, oh, I wonder if there's items over here. There are none. I was actually pretty impressed to see Bruno when he lost. He was just like, go to your next challenge. He wasn't like a baby about it. Because, like, Lorelei was kind of a complainer. She was like, oh, well, I can't believe I lost. No, you haven't even seen the rest of everybody. You know, this guy lost a dignity. He's like, yo, I'm done. See you later. Oh, we got Granny McGee here. I am Agatha of the Elite Four. I just literally recorded this episode this morning, maybe like 4 hours ago, and I don't remember anything. My memory is a really, like, unique contraption where some information is retained and other information is just filed right out. Like, I played the game, I did the stuff, and then it's out. It's in and it's out. And I try and retain as much of it as I can when it comes to, like, learning weaknesses and stuff. Elite Four Thomas would like to battle. Okay, so Typhlosion opens up against Jeff. Now, I don't know if I played this safe or what I did. I guess I just played it real safe. Who did we bring in? Okay, we bring in the beer. That's good. Fire versus fire, but he also has fight on his side too. It's a good thing too, because I'm sure Jirachi didn't want to eat that flame wheel. I don't think it would have killed him, but I didn't want to mess with it. And I don't understand the Swift. Like, everybody's got freaking Swift, and it seems like a pretty decent attack. But I ain't got nobody who knows Swift. I think maybe Jirachi had Swift when we first caught him. Anyways. Yeah, so I like... So things go in and out. So this is actually kind of... Like, I kind of remember some of it, but some of it's still kind of new to me. So it's kind of cool. I like that. Because when I commentate like this and we have mistakes like this, I can still kind of come back and forward with you guys and still give you an experience that's kind of new. And it's not the same. It's not like I remember everything. Like, oh, okay, well, we did this and we did that. But yeah, I'm actually really interested in seeing what your guys' favorite memories or favorite moments from this Nuzlocke were. It was just such a cool experience for me because, like I said, it's been so long since I've actually played Pokemon, and I'm really excited to do the next one. It's going to be a good time. Oh, we got Dog Zombie. That's right, because you have a Krabby in here, and I, for some reason, just remembered just now that grass is strong against water, so we just go with Razor Leaf, and I think it's a... Oh, stupid Protect, dude. What is with Pokemon and Protect? Like, and he goes for it again, and he fails it, but, like, jeez. Oh, and then we miss our attack. It's so bad. Just like the battle of incompetence here. Anyways, Dog Zombie wipes out Krabby. We're good. A Pillow Swine. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, this is a normal type Pokemon. He's gonna be strong. But which Pokemon did I... Oh, you know, I was like, oh, we'll just use Jeff, because Jeff will just, like, Psybeam on him and wreck his face. I know it's not gonna be super effective, but this is not the same Pokemon I thought it was. I thought this was that purple and black colored elephant. I don't know their name, but that's what I thought this was going to be, and I don't know why I thought swine was going to be the same thing. But anyways, we basically take him out, and I remember making a comment here about our double take because I think I used double. What is that attack called? What is that attack called? Come on, let me see. Double Edge. I was like, oh, good. Oh, gee. Because, like, when we use Double Edge or attacks that have recoil, we only take a percentage of the damage we deal. So I was like, okay, we won't take much damage. Oh, shit, he full restored. We're going to take more damage than we anticipated, but it still wasn't too bad. We were good. And then I was thinking in my head to use Psychic because it would have one-shot him. Because our Psybeam did pretty good, but Psychic would have just finished it off, right? But anyways... It all worked out in the end. I ended up using an extra attack there, but whatever. Of course, he goes in with Endure too. Like, last attack, it doesn't help anybody. Endure is like a wasted move, I think. Unless your Pokemon has like a really high speed, I think Endure would be basically useless. Because you're just gonna die the next hit anyways, unless you're... I mean, it could, I guess it could be used for things like if you're expecting Guillotine or something. I don't know, but... who does he pull out? I think Azumarill? Yeah, Azumarill. She pulls out, and we counterattack again with other grass to water-type Pokemon. Should be a quick fight. It's level 58, though. I was surprised to see such a high-level Pokemon. And, but I'm happy. I'm happy to see it, because like I said, again, going into these fights, I really wanted to go in with an even keel, you know, like a nothing too overpowered, because it just wouldn't have been fun for me. And it doesn't play well. Like, you know, I go in, like, let's say if I just leveled up to like level 60 the whole time. I feel like for presentation, it's less interesting to see us just steamroll through, because you just like boop, 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 you just mash buttons, it doesn't matter what you do. You guys have already seen us. We have some Pokemon that are so strong, like Clamps is so strong, it doesn't matter what move he uses, or it doesn't even matter when he uses Bug, the horn, because it doesn't matter. He's just so strong. Especially if he pops Sword Dance, he's just gonna basically one-hit everything anyways, whether it's effective or not. So at least with this, I get to bring out similar level Pokemon. I get to bring out, you know, I get to make judgment calls. I'm like, okay, he's pulling out grass, let's pull out fire, you know? And then when we win, we're also filled with like a little bit more, hey, we did it, you know? Instead of like, oh, that was easy. Oh my, you're something special, child. Oh yeah, she called Professor Oak an old duff. Said he used to be awesome in his old days, but then she, yeah, see what that old duff has seen in you. We do one more heal up here, and then we're going into the final of the final four. I can't believe it's already been that long. We've already watched through most of this episode. It's great. Yeah, so like we started with what, 65 hyper potions? We're still at 59. It's crazy. We didn't even use, I think, like 15. It was good. And I think one more Pokemon needs healing. Yeah, the one on the bottom there. Anyways, I'm happy that we brought this team in too. Like, as I feel like we got a pretty decent array Pokemon in there. Now I'm gonna make a commentary here once we meet this final four, because I think his name is Lance. Anyways, I thought it was pretty cool because he talks about well, let's just see what he has to say. Let's get in there. Oh, I ran away. Oh no, I'm so scared. I've heard about you, Oshi. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You know what dragons are? You know that dragons are mythical creatures. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Well, are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Oshi. So much like Lance, I have the same opinion on dragons. They're really powerful Pokemon. I feel like they have high stats almost always, you know, like, and they have some pretty decent outcomes. But also we've seen, oh, he pulls out a Celebi, which is pretty nuts to have a double mythical fight. I don't know what kind of Pokemon this is, but it does look like grass type. I know psychic, it's going to be psychic, but I just figured it would be psychic slash grass or something. And I know Celebi spends a lot of time healing itself, so but because it has, well, that's obviously pretty scary. But this is easy to, as long as he doesn't have Shadow Tag, we're good, right? We can just swap out, and so I'm like, okay, we're good. We'll keep it rolling for a little bit, and but yeah, because this Pokemon, I'm pretty sure is a Psychic class Pokemon, whether they're Grass and Psychic or Psychic and Flying or whatever it happens to be. I didn't want to pull out. I did want to try the Beard. I wanted to try our Blaziken. However, the Psychic Tag freaked me out, and I was like, I don't know. So what did I actually go with? I don't think we've used Mike barely at all, have we? Anyways, we go with Clamps, I guess. Do it, Clamps! Uses Ancient Power again, not really a big deal. Obviously, he's not going to let his own Pokemon perish to perish, so we use our horn and our Mega Horn, and he pulls out a Pupitar. Like, what the hell is this Pokemon? It's a larva, dude. It's literally a freaking larva. This thing also has a freaking Citrus Berry. Restores some hit points. Okay. Obviously, gonna get that, again, Pokemon goes into quarter health, they pull out the full restores on every Pokemon. So you either have to one-hit them or bring them above that quarter or one-third health point and then go in. So I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna go. We're gonna go with, we're gonna get in here. And we're gonna go with it. So we go with double sword dance. I think I even go for a triple. I do. Because I told you guys I wanted to sweep a trainer. So this is my attempt at sweeping a trainer. We get one more sword dance up. Earthquake freaked the crap out of me because I didn't know. I always get really scared because there's another one, I think it's called Magnitude. or something very similar to that, and it does like a magnitude of 8 or magnitude of whatever. And that can just be really strong. It doesn't even matter. It's just, what if it rolls a high magnitude power, it's good. It's really strong. So yeah, now I'm going to go in... Oh, I take another Earthquake too. I played really risky with this fight. This is the second risky call I've made with Clamps in the Elite Four alone. But I had faith that he was going to be strong. Level 60 Pupitar, we completely demolished him. Our first attack almost killed him anyways, so the triple Blade Dance, you know, helped him out. He's about to use Celebi again. Yeah, we go in. Talk about risky calls. I know this is a risky call because... Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I guess I don't do it just yet. Okay, we got Future Sight. I'm panicking because I'm like, okay, I don't know when the Future Sight attack. I think it's 2 turns. I don't really know. But anyways, we come in and just demolish Celebi. So there's 2 Pokemon down for Ice Sweep. Is about to use an Arbok. I'm like, no, we'll just stay in. We've got the 3 Blade Dances up. Let's go with it, or the Sword Dances. And I wanted to see something on our Pokemon. Now, I do look eventually, and the question I was trying to answer during this period was, when we use, like, stat increases and stuff like that, I was wondering if it's at all possible to see those stats when you go into the Pokemon stat page, the Pokemon summary in battle. You know, like if you have, I don't know, whatever, 20 attack, and you use Blade Dance, and you check the summary if it would go up. I'm not sure if it does that or not. My nose is so itchy. Oh, and then I didn't know what the stockpile was either. The stockpile is pretty weird. Anyways, we're super effective to it, so we keep missing with our attacks, though. It's just kind of embarrassing. I decided to also play it very safe with this. Again, I don't want to lose Pokemon this early. Or even this late. I just don't want to see a Pokemon go, you know? I'm attached to these Pokemon. These are my Pokemon. These are my 6 Pokemon. These are the Pokemon, and I've had every one of these Pokemon except for Venusaur for a very long time on the team. And we've been through a lot together, you know, and I kind of feel attached to having these Pokemon. Of course, completely demolish him. We get the Paralysis. I think I'm just going to power through it. Oh, he uses that Hariyama again, that fighting Pokemon. I loved, and I was thinking, okay, we're Steel Pokemon, which is weak to fighting, but we're also Bug, which is strong to fighting, so we even out, so nothing to worry about. Here's where I start going to my summary and looking at my stat sheet. 182. I don't think it shows any of it. It would be really cool if you could see that. I know you can do the calculations yourself as well, but I just wanted to see it done for us. Anyways, we go in again, Mega Horn, and I start freaking out because he uses Smelling Salt. I'm like, oh damn, because that's an ability that does more damage if you're paralyzed. But it didn't do any damage at all, so it was really weak actually, which is surprising. Hariyama going down. It wasn't even very effective. So there you go, level 54 Pokemon, high hit point pool, and we still wiped it out 1 hit with Mega Horn. I think that's 4 down for our sweep, and we have a Seviper next. Final Pokemon out of number 4. I think we're in a pretty healthy position going into the final fight. Used Haze. Oh, and then he did this, and I was so sad. All stat changes were eliminated. I did mention once, and I'm going to mention now as well, that I feel the AI that came through in the Final 4 was much better. Of course, uses a full restart. What was I thinking? The AI coming into the Final 4 that was really good. I found, like, you know, he's using Haze to drop our buffs. What was like another really good one we seen? I seen like oh well, the next battle we go into, you see some pretty decent use of AI as well. But I just felt like they performed better, you know. Probably not the best at peak, as if it was a player character, but that's it! I hate to admit it, but you are a Pokemon master. Got 6 Gs! I was like, why are they giving us cash? But then there's a new game you can play after this, right? I still can't believe you are the new Pokemon champion, or you would have been, but you have 1 more challenge left. There's 1 more trainer to face. His name is Larry! Now, I didn't think... I mean, I kind of had a suspicion that Larry would be the final Pokemon to face, but... or the Pokemon trainer to face, but I wasn't sure. Oh yeah, my rival should be keep you strong. I felt like he used the word Oshi a lot, so he was like, what's up, Oshi? Working hard on my Pokedex, I looked all over for Pokemon, Oshi. Not only that, but I assembled teams that would be any Pokemon type, Oshi. And now, Oshi, I am the Pokemon League champion, Oshi. Oshi, do you know what that means, Oshi? I'll tell you, Oshi. I am the most powerful trainer in the world, Oshi. I just used Oshi a couple times at the start and thought I'd play it out. Some really metal music going into the final fight. He's got all 6 Pokemon. And, why does he start with a Spearow? Why does he have a Spearow on his team? Of all Pokemon he could use. Like, get out of here. We take that Spearow. Nice thing about having a beard is just always hearing it. So that's 2 Pokemon who hit level 57. 1 hit the Spearow. See ya later. He's about to use Golem. Okay, so I freak out. Well, I don't freak, but I'm like, okay, we know Golem has Explosion or Self-Destruct. We'll switch in, and we'll get Clamps going. I don't go for the sweep on this one here, just because we play our cards again. And I'm proud because most of Larry's Pokemon are higher level, like he's level 59 Pokemon. That's great. I like to see that, you know? Used Explosion and failed it. So thankfully that's really good because Golem didn't do that damage. He has a lot of potential to do a ton of damage. He probably wouldn't wipe out like... I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because it's based on your attack trait and not hit point pool or anything, so... anyways, Clamps wipes out... This uses an Arcanine. No. Okay. I'm like, no, we gotta get Clamps out of there, and we can't fight with Jeff. We can't fight with Doc Zombie. We have a lot of Pokemon on the team that are actually just straight up weak to fire. So I decide to go in like this, and I bring in level 61, 5 levels above my Dragonites. We don't have a whole lot of PP left for Surf, which is super unfortunate, and he ends up using this like extreme speed attack, which I thought was really good because like I guess it feels like it's kind of like quick attack, just really good. But look at how many hit points he's got. We're using super effective attacks on a Pokemon that has a decently high special attack. Now he spams this, and this is the fight I was talking about the AI because I feel like the AI is kind of smart on this because if you think about it, Arcanine has Ember and Fire attacks, but we're using a Dragon Pokemon, and he is staying away from using Elemental attacks on us. Maybe because our Dragon Pokemon is strong against Elemental attacks. I don't really know. Anyways, that Extreme Speed is really cool attack, and I wish we had it on our team. We never did. I've never seen it before until this fight. And then I also thought... Somebody told me one time, now I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but somebody told me one time that Arcanine is a pseudo-legendary for Gen 1. And I think it's one of 2. I think because it was Dragonite and Arcanine, I think, were the 2 Gen 1 pseudo-legendaries I'd heard of. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, I know a lot of people said don't put too much effort into understanding pseudo-legendaries. They're called that for a reason. They're not quite legendaries, right? Surf is almost out. And he's still doing lots of damage with that extreme speed, so I'm not sure how I finish this fight up. We're gonna have to see here and see how it plays out. Okay, so I Hyper Potion up. Yeah, like he's just dealing lots of damage. Again, he's 5 levels higher, so it makes sense. And Cody also has a pretty high defense. And then I see him switch over to Ember, and he's still doing tons of damage with it. Well, he's not doing tons, but he critical hit. We got burned. It was just a not good situation. So I think I swapped out after I used my last Surf, because I was like, yo, I'll just Surf up one more time, because I don't think he's going to use a full restore. Like I said, I think for some reason I think the game stops them from using multiple full restores on their Pokemon. You know, just to obviously keep the battles going, because you would just get stuck in a loop sometimes if you did this. Now, what is my mentality here? I guess I go full restore. I must go full restore, I guess. I can't remember if I finished with him. I thought I switched out and finished with a different Pokemon. Oh, he used the second full restore. Okay. It's interesting to me. So that'd be 2 now, right? I wonder... Okay, so now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if there is a hard limit on how many full restores a NPC will use on their Pokemon. Anyways. We switch out for Blaziken. I didn't... Like I said, Fire Pokemon was kind of my weakness on my team. I didn't have a lot to go against it. Mishara was our answer to Fire Pokemon before because of the ability to soak fire damage, and then had a water attack as well. With a decent special attack, but that obviously wasn't the case this time. So yeah, I'm just trying like a bunch of different things with Blaziken. I was like, okay, well, we'll do whatever we can do, and try and just deal some damage and get this fight over with, because he's just being a pain in the butt. And this Arcanine battle takes a long time. It's a big fight. But then I thought maybe the AI wasn't as impressive because he's still using Ember against our fire Pokemon. And that would be the only 2 moves we've seen used out of this Pokemon. Oh yeah, I almost pulled out Clamps, which would have been bad. But... So I guess we take Mike to finish up. Mike comes in finally. I don't think we've seen a lot of Mike earlier, but... So anyways, back to the AI. I thought maybe the AI wasn't as good as I thought it was, because he just spams like the 1 attack, and I thought maybe he just ran out of extreme speed charges, because I don't know how many attacks. Maybe it's only got 5 attacks, and maybe he just switched over to spam Ember or something. I don't know if the Sunlight also increases fire attacks. I think it might. Anyways, finally, take out that freaking Arcanine. It spread out so many Pokemon for that fight. It was crazy. About to use Grimer. Okay, so I'm thinking to my head here, we lost the poison Pokemon to a psychic attack. Let's get Jeff in. It's a no-brainer. And we'll just sweep him on the Grimer fights. Can't remember who the other 2 Pokemon are. Well, I remember one of the Pokemon. I can't remember what the last one is. And I was shocked to see one of them, because I thought, oh, well, this one's gone. You know, we don't see him anymore. Critical hit and super effective. Yeah, we just completely demolished that little Grimer. It was amazing. But he's a Whelmer. Okay, so what do I do with this fight? I remember... Oh, I know what I did with this fight. My biggest concern was that we were going to see rollout from this Whelmer, right? And I didn't want to see that, so I was like, okay, we're going to go in. We're going to get Dog Zombie. He's also got the Grass attack, which is strong against water, which is great. But we're gonna sleep him, right? Because if we can sleep him, we're gonna prevent him from using rollout, period. And then we can hit him a couple times with our water attack and kick some butt. Or with our Grass attack and wipe him out. Good strategy, you know, I mean, it's a solid strategy, and that's why we kept someone like Dog Zombie on the team with Sleep Powder, because they wanted to... like I said, having Sleep at your disposal in fights like this is really good. Strong attack, super effective. Whelmer woke up, used Amnesia. Of course, he uses a freaking ability like Amnesia to increase his special defense, because lo and behold, he's got just enough defense to survive that freaking that freaking attack. So, anyways, it is what it is. We get him going with Razor Leaf again. We just spam Razor Leaf because he's sleeping, so I figured whatever, we'll hit him a couple times and hopefully we keep him above that threshold for the full restore. You know, that's the whole mentality here, is that we can hit him a couple times, keep him above that full restore, and then get one more Razor Leaf in and do it. Say goodnight. Bye-bye. Oh, but we critical hit it anyways. Okay, so I remember that. Anyways, critical hit, super effective, wiped him out, disaster averted, and then finally he pulls out his freaking Heracross. Okay? I thought this thing was gone and done for. But I remember to myself, I remember thinking, we have a Pokemon that can do this. We have a Pokemon that can do this. Dun, 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 go Mike. Mike, we know Bug is weak to flying, and I can't remember if fighting is weak to flying either. But whatever it was, whatever the situation is, I know he is weak to wing attack. Come in, pow, 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 level 63. See ya later! It's super effective. You done, foe. Foe Heracross fainted. We win the battle. Game over. Boom. Mic drop. I can't drop my mic because it doesn't work, but after all that work to become lead champion, my reign is over already. It's not fair. Yeah, we took him out. We kicked his butt. Why? Why did I lose? I never made any mistakes raising my Pokemon. Darn it! You're the new Pokemon League champion. Although I don't like to admit it. And then Professor Oak comes in, which I thought was amazing because he comes in when we won the battle. So you won. Sincerely, congratulations. You're the new Pokemon League champion. Like, why did... It's so great that he comes in after we won and not when his grandson won. Like, you think he'd be like, yo, grandson, you did it! You've grown up so much since you first left with Bulbasaur to work on the Pokédex. Oshi, you have come of age. Larry, I'm disappointed in you. Just savage. I came when I heard you beat in the Elite Four, but when I got here, you had already lost. Larry, do you understand why you lost? You have forgotten to treat your Pokemon with love and trust. Without them, you will never become a champ again. Oshi, you understand what your victory was not just your own doing. The bond you share with your Pokemon is marvelous. Come with me. Anyways, we just leave Larry in the dust. He's like, whatever, see you later. Congratulations, Oshi. This floor is the Pokemon Hall of Fame. Pokemon League champions are honored for their exploits here. Their Pokemon are also recorded in the Hall of Fame. Let's go! You have worked hard to become the new League champion. Congratulations, Oshi. You and your Pokemon are Hall of Famers! So let's recap here real quick. This was our winning composition. These are my 6 Pokemon. This is my Pokemon Fire Red solo Randomize and Nuzlocke team for the win. Gives us a good little save, which is great. Jirachi. We had a level 57 Jirachi, level 56 Salamence, a level 56 Blaziken, a level 57 Scizor, a level 56 Dragonite, and a level 56 Venusaur. Only 2 of which are green or are red, are canon red Pokemon, which is ridiculous, so whatever. Anyways, and then there's us. Congratulations! With a full playtime of 85 hours and 33 minutes. So again, we had a lot of fails when it comes to like, we had a lot of, well, maybe not a lot of deaths, but a lot of that grinding comes at like the 8x speed when I'm grinding offline and I'm pulling up like for like, I think to level up that Bulbasaur and the Venusaur took me like an hour and a half alone at 8x speed or at whatever the speed is for the recording. So, but we did it. We watched Larry run out, crying his little baby pants off, throwing his little hissy fit, and we're off and running. We see the credits come. I'm gonna call it there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all that you guys have given me through this series. Like I said, first episode is over like 1,500 or like 1,300 views. That's pretty good for a series that is not typical for the channel. And I love that. I'm really looking forward to doing the next series, Pokemon Soul Silver. Now, I don't have the graphics and stuff ready for it yet. I do need to do some work with it. I gotta update the intro. Anyways, guys, yeah, so during our, we will see Pokemon Soul Silver come up very soon, but I gotta update the intro, and I have to get the graphics and stuff done for it, and edit some thumbnail templates. But we will see it here very soon. I will get to work on it now that we're done this Pokemon. So yeah, I guess I just want to give my outro now, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are a really amazing community, and thank you guys so much for the love and support. If you guys enjoyed the content, definitely encourage you guys to leave me a like on the video, leave me a comment in the section below, let me know what you thought about the video today. As the question today was, what was your favorite moment of this whole Nuzlocke? That was really cool. I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I'm really excited to hear your stories. Of course, if you guys really enjoy the content on the channel, definitely encourage you guys to subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed, and hit the bell to stay notified of all future uploads coming through the channel. We have a whole bunch of stuff coming down the line. And don't forget to check me out on twitch.tv/Oshikorosu, where I live stream about 5 nights a week, starting on Sunday, ending on Thursday. And I would love to see you guys hang out with our community there. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will definitely see you in the next series. Bye, guys.